Hi everyone, this is Dr. Adam Barnard, physical therapist here at Balance Physical Therapy. I'd like to give you some examples of some higher level core exercises that I give to some of my endurance athletes, or sometimes some exercises that I give to patients after they've completed their plan of care. Let's go. Now the first exercise is called a crunchy frog. It's Pilates inspired and you'll feel it right in the core. First off, you're going to want to sit on your buns, bend your knees to 90 degrees, keep the knees together at all times. You're going to lean back until your back is about 45 degrees from the floor. Pick up those feet and make sure the knees stay together. Start by hugging your knees, lean back and extend your legs as far as you can without touching the ground. Return to the starting position. You're really going to feel that burn going through the middle of your core right there, right on that. Okay. The next exercise is going to be called the sit-through. The sit-through, or commonly referred to as the breakdance exercise. You're going to start in that quadruped position or tabletop. You have your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. From this position, lift your knees up but keep them as close to the table as you can. You're going to rotate, keeping the elbow close to your body, kicking your foot out perpendicular without touching your buns to the ground. Return to the starting position and hit that other side. You want to feel this right over your belly button, and then try to keep that elbow close to your body. Don't come chicken wing with it way out here. The next exercise is called the Copenhagen Plank. It's a variation on the side plank, and you're really going to feel the burn on that inner thigh right there. Start off with your elbow on a padded piece of equipment. It might be too rough on the elbow. Make sure the elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. Take your top hand and put it on your hip right here. From there, come up into a side plank. Make sure your top shoulder doesn't roll forward like that, and hold. See how my bottom leg is floating in the air right there. If this is too tough, a regression is to get a little closer to the bench, bend the knee, and lift up right there. You should really feel the inner thigh muscles keeping tight, and you'll even feel it a little bit on these bottom core muscles. Next exercise is going to be a variation of the side plank. You're going to do a modified side plank, meaning it's a little regressed. You're going to elevate yourself up off the floor. Get into the side plank position, either with your feet stacked or staggered, and hold a Swiss ball on the other side. Once you're in the side plank, making sure that your elbow is directly underneath your shoulder, bring up that contralateral knee and hold. Now I'm squeezing with this side, trying to pop the ball, and relax. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze, and relax. Make sure you're a straight line from your head all the way down to your heels. The next exercise is a Swiss Pike Up. We're going to make it a little more difficult, adding more instability by having the hands on the Bosu ball, and I'll show you another way to make it harder. First off, get your hands about hip or shoulder width apart on the Bosu ball. Put your toes on the Swiss ball and not the tops of your feet. You really want to be on the tips of your toes right here. From this position, after you've got your stability, push your hips towards the sky like you're trying to look down at your toes. Bring it back in the push-up position and repeat. For added difficulty, you can add a push-up into the Pike Up. This next exercise I like to call the Bosu Raise Up. You're going to find a Bosu ball and you're going to have the black side facing down. Scoot all the way almost until the front of it right here. In this position, you're going to lift the weight overhead. You can also perform it with a barbell. Keep your elbows right next to your ears and your back nice and neutral. From here, slowly go down and bring it back up. Try to keep your elbows right next to your ears. Always finish the position with your arms straight up overhead and your elbows right next to your ears. If you have a set of these suspension straps at home, you can really target the core in a lot of different ways. This one I like to call a TRX Roll Out. First, you're going to get into the push-up position. Make sure the straps stay close to your arms in the push-up position. You want to decrease this amount of gap right here. Hands are level, straight line from the head to the heels. From the push-up position, you're going to push your hips forward and have your arms come up overhead as far as you can. Draw your navel towards your spine to bring you back. Make sure that your buns don't get pushed back like that. If you want to make it more difficult, add a push-up in between the rollouts. Now for this next one, you're going to want to adjust the straps so that they're a little bit higher up on your shin. Make sure they don't go over your knees or else you won't be able to get your feet in them. This is called the TRX Knee In. You're going to get into push-up position with your feet in the straps. Squeeze your knees together, pull your knees towards your chest. Make sure your feet are equal. Put your hands out shoulder width apart. Come up into that high plank position. Pull the knees in. If you want to get the obliques for that nice V cut for summer, pull them out to the side. If you remember our friend the Pike from the Bosu ball, you could also do this with the TRX. If you're feeling like an overachiever, add a push-up in there. If you like what you've seen here today, you can always follow us at balancept.com or on Instagram at balanceptmove. We'll see you there.